everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next topic, which is stop letting stress kill the authentic you. And we have gotten into this culture of stress. I'm constantly busy. I have a lot of things going on. And we almost glorify this idea of stress and being busy. But you know what? It's actually not healthy for us. And I am super guilty of that. Yes, I'm very, very guilty of that. And I have to constantly remind myself to do things to help undo the stresses because prolonged stress will definitely affect your entire well-being. And according to one of the articles I read regarding cortisol, it can affect your digestion just by decreasing the flow of oxygen and blood to the stomach. It can cause sudden stomach cramps. It can cause your gastrointestinal bacteria to be imbalanced. It can cause inflammation in the gastrointestinal tract as well. You could get ulcers and things like that. So it's so unhealthy for us to constantly be under stress. And I'm not saying that, there isn't good stress, because the reality is our body can't tell the difference between a healthy stress and a bad stress, to be perfectly honest. The body just identifies it as stress. And when you exercise, it is a type of stress. And that type of stress actually gets rediverted in a totally different way because those neural pathways in your brain actually develop later endorphins. It secretes, dopamine and serotonin, which are our happy hormones. And so that helps us be able to cope with those particular types of stress. But when we have, like, say, work stress, relationship stress, those kind of things can take onto our system and wreak havoc and causing so many gastrointestinal problems. And so the thing is, what you can do to combat that when you sense that you are undergoing any type of stress, consider taking deep breaths as a alternative. Inhaling and exhaling, letting your body kind of slow down, decrease it. You can go out for a walk. Now, for those of you that don't want to exercise, go for a walk, get some fresh air, go out and get some sunshine. That will help alleviate some stress. You can go ahead and maybe do a class that focuses on relaxation. Maybe go get a massage. That can also help reduce some stress as well. Maybe talking to a therapist and talking to a counselor regarding, the things that are going on in your life, or even just having an ear to listen to you. Is sometimes a way of relieving ourselves of that stress. But another way you could do that is to actually just eat healthier as well. Not to say immediately after, because generally if you're under stress, like you tend to lose your appetite. You tend to if you build up stomach aches, then you're not going to want to eat. Or if you do eat, sometimes that doesn't pan out really well. So however, you can do things to mitigate it so that your immune system doesn't take a hit when you're under stress. So prebiotics, probiotics, those kind of things can also help. In an article that I was reading, it was suggesting prebiotics such as asparagus and bananas and chickpeas, garlic and ginger, leeks, legumes, lentils, nuts and oatmeal, onions, potatoes, radishes, seeds and turmeric were just some of the few that it had mentioned. So definitely consider your gut health, because that also affects your mental state of mind. And as we talked about, our self-esteem, our ability to be self-reflective, all are also affected by cortisol and how stressed we are. And when we're stressed out, sometimes that will impair our ability to make good decisions, our ability to eat right. It can affect so many other things, but if you do the right things and you create a positive pattern for yourself, when you recognize you're stressed out, maybe get a glass of water, maybe do 10 jumping jacks if you notice you're stressed out. Those kind of habits will help break the effects of the cortisol in your body and enable you to maintain a healthier life. Guys, with that said, think about how you handle stress. What is your go-to when you're stressed out? What do you tend to do? when you're stressed out. Think about these things, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to break the system when you are under stress. But when you can recognize it, the better you are able to fight against the effects of stress and be able to be the one in control and not letting the cortisol be in control of you. So remember, don't let stress kill the real you. May you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.